Hey you guys, it's Sharika, aka Share, and thank you guys for coming back and joining me on my journey to financial freedom. Today is payday, and today I'll be showing you how I budget my first paycheck for February and the rental income that I received in the You Need a Budget software. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and you guys, let's get started. The first thing I want to do every time I budget, on payday, I want to make sure I just check and reconcile all of my accounts. And so first I'll start with the primary checking. And I've pretty much looked at all of these balances. And like I've said before, I always just take a look at my accounts on my cell phone. And my cleared balance matches the $2,965 and 79 cents. So I will go ahead and reconcile that. Next, Costco is already paid off. Chase, this is my go-to account, the account that does everything and pays everything. But y'all, because of this February reset, I have done absolutely nothing in a week. Absolutely nothing. I remember a lot of people commenting on my last video saying that they have been absolutely bored in January because of the YNAB reset. Yeah, absolutely bored. And as you see, I've done nothing this month. And so I still owe Chase $72.86, but I'll eventually pay that. So reconciled. Then my housing account, yep, that's actually cleared. The balance is $12,926.65, and I will reconcile that. And then lastly, my Capital One, my emergency fund. I scheduled this early in the week because for when it would be posted, but I got the rent check in from the person living in my home. And so I'll go ahead and approve that transaction, and that was $1,500. And it hasn't quite cleared yet. We are good to go. So $1,695. Then I will start budgeting the income that I receive. And so first, I will work with the emergency fund account. The $1,500 is in there, and then I'll add, because I get a financial allotment of $25 directly into this account from my paycheck. To be budgeted. And I like to put things to be budgeted and then budget it out later because of the way it shows up as income from my paycheck on the reports page. I've got the rent check for $1,500, and then I've got $25 for my paycheck. And so I'll just go ahead over to my budget, the $1,525 right here, and I'll go ahead and pop that. If I scroll all the way down to my safety net, which is my emergency fund, I'll put that $1,525 in there. So now I have in my emergency fund $3,217.79. My goal is to have $5,000, and so I need $1,782.21 left. Alrighty, so next, let's crawl over to the housing account. And so first I'll do the transaction I have an allotment of $900 that goes directly to this account. And that is to make sure that my mortgage and HOA is paid before I get any income. I've always had it just go to a separate account. All my housing expenses are just taken care of in this account. So let's go to the budget and budget that out real quick, because I put more than my mortgage, what's actually needed. So let's drive down to the Home Sweet Home Capital account. And so for the month of February, everything is already paid. So I'm a month ahead on the mortgage and the HOA. So let's go over to February. Let's go over to March. And we will start, of course, the HOA comes out first. And then we'll put $580 into the mortgage. And then when I get my next check, I will fill the rest of the mortgage, which is $632 for March. Alrighty. The money for that is budgeted. Let's go back to February. And next, then I will go to my primary checking account. And that's where all the moving and shaking happens. My paycheck that came in, $1913.90. All right, now let's match that up with my budget spreadsheet that I created before February. So here's my budget spreadsheet for the month of February, and column here is for the first paycheck of February. And all I'm going to do is just take this $1913.90 and budget it out as planned. But as you see, I got less than I had planned. I had planned for $1953.90, and I only got $1913.90. And so what that tells me, because that's $40 less, that I work for the federal government, and we have these charity organization which we are allowed to donate with, the CFC. And so the CFC donations must have not come out the first paycheck, and obviously came out the second paycheck, because that's the only thing that I have that would have been $40. And so when I actually get the pay stub, or I can look at the pay stub online next week, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is, the $40 difference, and I'm absolutely fine with that. I have an extra disposable for this going into savings, so I will be fine. First, we are going to do giving for $195. Then I have One Child Matters, and so I've already funded for February, so I'll go over into March and fund One Child Matters. And then, of course, the green categories are for March. So I have my Roth IRA, which is my future, $50 in March. And then YouTube Music, which I am not going to budget for because of the February reset. I've really been evaluating some things, and sitting and thinking about the things that I actually need and I don't need. With YouTube Music, I checked, and my daughter has not been using YouTube Music at all, and I was paying for the family plan. And so I went to actually reduce it down to the individual plan. But in order to do that, you have to cancel the family plan and then sign back up. And so I canceled the family plan, and I told myself just to hold off on signing up, and just see how I do with the ads for a little bit. I'm actually paid up until the 21st. I can go the rest of the month listening to ads on my music. That'll be fine. But I wanted to try to save some money in February, and I know in March it will be cheaper. And so I'm not going to budget for that just yet. So I'll just leave it there. And then next is Zoom. Zoom is another category I'm going to save money with. I was paying for Zoom because I host Financial Peace University with my mother. I also host women's groups with my church, and I do some budget coaching with people on an individual basis. And so I use Zoom for that. My mother also pays for Zoom. Sometimes, most of the time, we use her link for our Financial Peace University, and I'll use my link for all of my individual meetings that I use. What I decided is why not just use the one, stop paying for it? Why I just should stop paying for it and use the one that my mom uses. So I talked to her about it, since we mainly use that one for Financial Peace University, and we decided, why not? We'll just, obviously you schedule your meetings in there, so she's not going to be able to schedule a meeting at the same time that I'm having a meeting, and that's absolutely fine with me. Usually we don't do meetings on the same days using Zoom or at the same times, and I'm absolutely fine with that arrangement as long as I'm saving $16.34. Zoom is going to be gone. And so when we go back into February, I'll actually move that money to the February reset. So then next is debts. So if we scroll down to debts, I've already funded it for the month of February. It looks like I didn't add the second one that's right. I didn't add the second one because of the tuition payment. So we'll just go ahead in March and put some money in March for that, so I can have it just in case. $75 for my student loan, and then I'll do $453 for my student loan. And if you've seen any of my previous budget videos, I have a federal student loan, and I do not have to pay interest right now, but I choose to go ahead and make the minimum payments anyway, just in order to bring down that principal balance and have less interest when this whole forbearance ends. Those two are done. Then we'll scroll down and we're back in February. Enjoy Life is my me money. So we'll put $75 in here. Gasoline, $75. And I can tell you guys, I have a full tank, and the first time I'm leaving the house, I'll be leaving the house for the first time today, and I have no plans for the rest of the week. So I'm sure in 2 weeks I will still have a lot of money in there. Food, and I'll be using all of that to be I need to go to the grocery store because I've been eating out of the pantry. I will be getting my hair done this week, but let's fund that for next month because that's important. And then laundry, I budget $30 every 2 weeks. Even though he's been only charging me $25, I will keep budgeting that just in case. And then I like to have a little bit of a buffer for the little things. You never know. And so I also budgeted $100 for my daughter's birthday. And gifts is up here. I'll put $25 in celebrations. And for Valentine's Day, let's put that in my Enjoy Life. I'll add 50, which I don't even think I'm going to be spending $125 this month in Enjoying Life, but we're going to just keep that there for now. And then the Christmas fund. I've already budgeted for February, so let's just go into March and do the 90. I have $391 left. Now let's figure out what to do with that. All right, so now that we're back in the budget, there was a couple of things that I wanted to make changes to. So let's go into February. Giving is all good. Gifts, celebrations, and Christmas is all good. The future, it looks like I need $200 for the real estate. And since I'm trying to save money this month, I'm not going to bother, but we'll keep this open because I'm going to be moving some money to my February reset. Credit cards, I'm not going to make any payments right now. Everyone here is good to go. So remember, I do not need to pay for Zoom this month. We're going to move this money to the reset. And I've got rent, also YouTube music. Move that to the reset. And so I put some stars here on YouTube Music because I'm probably going to restart that because I love listening to my music. Zoom, though, is definitely going to be gone. So I will go ahead and, does it hide it? Yeah, let's hide it. And right now that's just $32 saved in the reset. Cell phone, Hulu, life insurance, and State Farm. I won't be going on any vacation. I did take money from these categories last month because I was doing some overspending, but I'm not going to worry about them now because it's really not due till looks like August. So I'm good to go. So what I will be doing with that $391 is I'm going to just go ahead and add that to my next goal of just getting this 1 month income. Plus $391 in there. And I'll actually set this transaction money to the emergency fund from the primary. All right, so we have completed our zero-based budget for the first paycheck of February, also my rental income, and I'm good to go. All right, you guys, that was fun. I'm making a lot of goals. I mean, the simple fact that I've pretty much canceled out 2 things this month is good. And like I said, I've been in the house all week. Yes, I have been bored to death, but I have pulled up some new books that I have been reading like crazy. So if you guys saw my vision board video, I have a goal to read 12 books this year. I finished one in January. I've already finished one for February, and I'm on my second and third book. So this is definitely, all this extra time since I'm not leaving the house and I'm trying to save money, that's where my time is going, into the books. Alrighty, so thank you guys for joining me as I budgeted my first paycheck in February. Thank you for watching me save money, and thank you guys for holding me accountable through this journey and giving me so many good ideas. I love watching your YNAB videos, and if I'm not a subscriber, please let me know down below and tell me if you guys make YNAB videos because I love watching them. You guys give me some great ideas on how I can update my budget. Lately, I've been watching definitely Gen Z Finance, and she's giving me some ideas on how I need to start tracking my tracking section of YNAB. Definitely updating some things on there. Also, Barlow Street, I have definitely. Yeah, I just love the aesthetics of her whole budget. But just, ways of reorganizing things. This is a learning experience. YNAB definitely was not an easy tool to figure out in the beginning, and I've had it for a very long time. But once I got it, this software is life-changing for your finances. And so thank you guys for joining me again. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you guys can see how well I do during this February reset. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.